We've all been there, right? That feeling of being totally stuck. You tell yourself, tomorrow's going to be different. But what if you could actually break that cycle? Not with some massive, complicated life overhaul, but with just 3 simple, foundational habits. So let's dive in and figure out how to finally get unstuck. This idea right here, it just flips the whole problem on its head. Being stuck, it's usually not about being lazy or not having motivation. No, it's about this gap, this disconnect between knowing what actually works and having the right systems in place to, actually do it. And this just captures that cycle perfectly, doesn't it? We wake up with all these great intentions, but somehow the day just gets swallowed up by scrolling and procrastinating and avoiding the one thing that really matters. It's such a frustrating loop where all that potential just seems to evaporate. That feeling of frustration, that's what we're going to call the gap. It's that empty space between the person you are right now and the person you know you could be. And here's the crucial part. This gap isn't closed by luck or some innate talent. It's closed by your daily habits, period. Okay, so that's the problem. How do we stop just talking about making a change and actually start building something real? Well, it all starts with making 3 key decisions. Let's break down the very first one. All right, habit number 1 is all about ownership. Simple as that. It's about taking back control of your life, starting with the very first moments of your day. Think of it as the first, most important domino that has to fall. And listen, this is a huge mindset shift. We always think about waking up early as this act of grueling, painful discipline. But what if we saw it differently? What if it's an act of empowerment? It's not about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It's about choosing to claim those first couple of hours for yourself before the rest of the world starts screaming for your time and energy. So what does this actually look like? It means no phone, no distractions, no noise. Just you, in the silence, with total clarity. This is your head start. While everyone else is still asleep, you're training. While they're mindlessly scrolling through their feeds, you're building. You're creating an advantage before they've even had their coffee. So you've carved out this space of silent clarity. Awesome. Now what? The very next step is to activate your system. Once you've owned your time, you use movement not just as a healthy thing to do, but as the actual physical foundation for having a sharp, focused mind. I mean, think about it. The second you start moving, your body just responds. Your blood starts pumping, oxygen floods your brain, and your entire system gets this clear, undeniable signal that says, all right, it's go time. It's literally like hitting a biological reset button. And get this, the best part, the barrier to entry here is ridiculously low. We're not talking about some hour-long soul-crushing workout, not at all. We're talking about just 10 minutes. 10 minutes of intentional movement is enough to completely reset your entire system for the day. I mean, come on, anybody can find 10 minutes. Which brings us to our third and final foundational habit. Okay, so you've taken control of your morning, you've activated your body. Now it's time to execute. It's time to conquer the day. And this is all about using your peak mental energy on the stuff that will actually move your life forward. I want you to think about your brain power like a battery. The moment you wake up, it's at 100%. For those first couple of hours, your focus, your clarity, your ability to solve hard problems, it's at its absolute peak. This isn't just another part of the day, it's your brain's prime time. And this is where the strategy really comes in. See, most people, they just squander that peak energy. They waste it on low-value stuff like checking emails or scrolling social media. They do the easy work to feel productive, but by the time they get to the hard, important stuff, their best energy is already gone. The winning move? Do the exact opposite. You attack your hardest, most important task first, when you're at your absolute strongest. You conquer the thing that truly matters before anything else has a chance to distract you or drain you. You're not just managing your day, you are winning it right from the start. This simple, strategic shift, this is how you make monumental progress. This is how legends are built. So let's just zoom out for a second and bring it all together. These aren't just 3 random habits on a list. No way. They're an interconnected system. They're 3 powerful decisions that together create a solid foundation for real, lasting change. The flow is so simple but so incredibly powerful. You start with control by owning your morning. That creates the space for activation through movement. And that activation is what fuels your effective execution, letting you conquer your most important work. See how that works? Each step builds on the last, creating this unstoppable momentum.
You know, when it all comes down to it, there's a powerful truth here. Getting unstuck isn't about finding some hidden secret or a magic pill. It's about making a series of conscious decisions day in and day out. You already know what you need to do. The real power is just in deciding to finally do it.
So, as we wrap this up, the focus really shifts back to you. Your very next morning is a choice. It's a brand new, clean slate. You can repeat the old cycle, or you can make 3 simple decisions that will change everything. So, the only question left is, what are you going to decide?